Hello, Gali.
Hey, hey. Okay,
W-
we're back with another extreme wisdom.
Yes, we are back. It's Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday, same time, same place,
I
different
wouldn't know
circle.
it's Tuesday otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yes,
By the way, we are live. We are live on Instagram, which is good.
yes,
I got a
very
notification
good.
from YouTube, so that's good as well.
Hmm.
Let me just do one thing here. I wanted to share it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, perfect. So that's shared. And anybody
Hmm.
that's tuned in, hello, hello. And feel free also to just share it on your Facebook. I'm going to take
Yeah.
a moment to share it as well, just to get everything
Hey,
sorted.
Carmela.
Hey, Carmela, how are you? So we started just a minute early, so we have time for me to share it. Just one
Yeah.
second.
And now it's 11. That's the
And now
actual time.
yeah, so
Exactly.
now beautiful.
Okay.
Okay,
But a
great.
few new people joining. Can you see the comments?
Yes, so we have Eddie Fletch. Good afternoon to you, and
Hi, Ati.
Vijaya. Hello,
Hi.
hello. And Punam. Hi, how
Hi,
are
Puma.
you? And Carmela, love you. So great. Let's dig in. We're right on time. We've already shared. We have a good subject today. So I have some questioning for you, further questioning.
Yes, I'm ready to be questioned.
Yes, take an oath and get on
Yes.
the stand.
Promise to tell you everything you don't expect. And I promise you
Exactly.
that what you're going to hear is not what you want to hear, but it's what you need to hear. That's I
Yes.
promise.
Okay, well, if that's the only oath you'll take, I'll take it.
Okay, good.
All right. So the subject last week was about sales. It was about how to improve sales, which was fantastic, by the way. And I thought this week, let's talk about income. And, we often talk a lot about the subject of income. And we say income is not just financial income, although we like that type of income, but
Because
it's
we are
any,
Jewish.
because we're Jewish, exactly.
Yes.
And it's any kind of income, right? It's the income of love from kids or appreciation from your staff or a healthy body is an income. So that's the subject I want to talk about. But I think many people find that not only do they have money income blocks, but they have income blocks, yeah, with their body, income
Mhm.
blocks with the love from their kids, income
Yeah,
blocks with trust from their friends or whatever.
yeah.
So there's an income issue, and that's what I want to dig into today.
So income is anything that you want to have and anything that you have that you don't want to have. So income can be if you have a disease that you don't want, once it goes away, it is income.
I see what you mean. It can go the
Yeah.
reverse. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's both. So when we talk about income, we talk about something that I want to have more love, let's say, or more appreciation, or more cash, or more time, anything that I want to have, or something that I want to get rid of. For example, extra weight. So
Hmm.
if someone wants to get rid of weight, or if someone wants to stop worried, it's an income that usually people don't think about it as an income, but that's an income.
Yes, I've never thought of it that way. That's a good point. It's
Mhm.
can go totally in the other way, not having
Mhm.
what you don't want to have.
Exactly. So that's
Yeah.
first of all that's the first thing about income to realize.
Yeah,
Okay.
that in and of itself is amazing. So it's been
Yeah.
a really good live stream. Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So go on, go on.
So what is income? The income is the result of the absence of counter intention.
Income is the absence of counter intention. Okay. Yeah.
So, natively, the spirit will pull in good things, will pull in income.
Yeah.
Just you're there, something will communicate with you. Income is a communication in, yes? And
Yes.
communication out is when you give income to someone else, okay?
Sure. Yeah.
So natively, you will want to communicate, and you will be able to receive communication.
Right.
If communication is not happening, you are blocking it.
Yes.
So if you don't have income, the only reason you don't have income is because unknowingly you work very, very hard to block the income. And the problem is that it's unknowingly.
Yes.
You're not admitting that that's what you're doing. You have a very good excuse why you're doing it, so you don't consider it bad.
Yeah.
For example, let's say that in order to close a deal, and that's just about money, but let's say you want to close a deal and you need to go and talk to the prospect.
Yeah.
But you made a decision long ago that talking to people is dangerous or painful, and so you make sure you don't talk to people, and the prospect is part of people, so you don't talk to the prospect.
Yeah.
So
So
you don't.
yourself stop yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the question is, of course, how do you get rid of those blocks when you don't know about them?
Exactly.
Yes. So this is really the problem. The reason people don't have income is because they don't know how to get rid of the blocks for income, and they don't know how to get rid of the blocks is because they don't know actually what is the block. So how can I get rid of something that I don't know what it is?
Yes.
You
Yeah,
may
exactly.
see that there is that I'm overweight and I want to get rid of the weight, but it's what I want to get rid of is not the weight. The weight is the manifestation.
Yes. Yeah. So what would be in a weight example, what would be the actual thing the person wants to get rid of? What would you say?
The reason a person holding to weight is because he lost and lost and lost and lost. He's been made wrong and wrong and wrong and wrong and wrong. And he's now learned that he must not lose anymore. So he must hold to things. So he hold to weight, he hold to grudges, he hold to upset, he hold for everything. And usually you'll see that when a person starts to put on weight, if he will look, he also holding things that he doesn't need. He's holding things to that he doesn't need. So
Interesting. Okay.
it goes together, yes?
Yeah.
And the question is, so how do you actually handle the source of the problem when you don't know what is the source of the problem? And that's something that, if you'll be very nice, I will answer.
I think I'm being nice, but everybody in the comment section has to be very, very nice. Everyone
Yes,
tuning in. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But yes, I see. First of all, I know it's a huge subject, and of course, I know that we can't answer it all in a 30-minute or a 20-minute live. But I think that there's a few keys that we can get out of it.
Yeah, we can give an immediate handling. It's super powerful, and it composed of two things. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're connected. Okay. The first thing you need to do is to look around and find any open cycle that you have, anything that you started in the past and you did not close, anything, and start to close it. Start to close. And most of the people, when I tell them about close cycles of actions, they think, oh, okay, I need to answer this email, and I need to go to the shop and fix that, and I need to fix that light that don't work, and I need to fix that faucet, and they think about all the things that are away from them. It's good. It's very good. But it's just a preparation to the real open cycles. The real open cycles is those things that you never communicated. You need to make a list of the thing that you wanted to communicate and you did not communicate. Either you say them and the other side did not understand you, or you did not say, you hiding.
Yeah.
Something that either someone did not understand you and you still holding to it, he did not understand me, or you hiding something from one or more people.
Got you.
One more person, yes? And when you start simply writing it down, you don't even have to go and talk to that person. Just acknowledge that you have those open cycles. Just acknowledge, yes, I cheated this girlfriend when I was 18 years old, and she doesn't know about it up to now. I'm now 50 and she still doesn't know about it. It's still, you remember it, it kills you. It will prevent income.
Wow.
Why? Because every open cycle that you have is a proof to you that you cannot trust yourself. Every open cycle that you have, it's a proof to you that you cannot trust yourself.
Yeah,
if
I can see that.
If you cannot trust yourself, you know that you cannot help someone else because you cannot trust yourself.
Yeah.
If you cannot help someone else, you'll not get paid.
Yes.
So in order for you to have income, you need to close the open cycles. And the main cycles is communication that should have been said and has not been said, or communication that has been said but never arrived. So that's the first thing you need to do.
That's amazing. Okay, so you write that down. This is what I should have said to that person when I was 13 in that argument, let's say. Or this is what I did wrong when I was 18 with that girlfriend or whatever.
Exactly.
So you write it down, you write it down, you write it down, you write it down, and then what? Because
so first of all, you write it down, you write it down, you write it down until you feel better.
Okay.
Then what's happened, you will all of a sudden discover that you become lucky. All of a sudden things will just start to work out. All of a sudden you will have less anxiety. All of a sudden you'll be less worried. And all of a sudden you will have the good thing and also the bad thing, you'll become Jewish. Money will come to you. It's good, bad, depends.
Then it's worth it. Okay, that's worth it.
Then it's worth it, yes. Then I want to be Jewish.
Okay, yeah.
So all of a sudden you will see money comes to you. And you will not know even from where. All of a sudden you'll have more energy, you will have more willingness to act. You will be faster, you will be smarter, all because everything that you see, anxiety, stupidity, lack of energy, lack of willingness, all of it is because you know secretly that you don't trust yourself. So of course you're not willing to act. Of course you don't have energy. Of course you have anxiety, you're worried. What are you worried about? I don't know if what I will do will be good or bad, and I know that I want to do good, so I'm now in doubt. Should I do that or shouldn't I do that? Close the cycle of communications, and you will see that you become lucky. What does it mean, lucky? The manifestation of your ability, the willingness to demonstrate your ability.
Wow, that is amazing, amazing, amazing. And I can totally see how if you don't get something to it done, even if it's just saying something, you didn't get it to it done. So you think to yourself, oh, I failed. Even if it's something small, but there's this moment of, I messed up, I didn't get it done, I failed. I guess I can't always get things done. So then you're like, oh, I can't get things done. And then you go into this whole thing of, I just don't trust myself. I'm very 50-50 with my commitments or whatever. And because of that, you can't actually get the income because you don't think you can deliver.
Yeah. This is really fascinating. It's really fascinating. And it sounds too simple. But if you just do that, you'll see it's magic.
Yeah.
Actually, the solution is just a general law. The solution is as powerful as it's simple. The simpler the solution, the more powerful the solution. Actually, you'll see that the highest level of truth will be the simplest thing in the world. the more complication there are, the more lies there are in the solution.
Yes.
If your husband come home and start to give you this very complex story of where he been, he's lying. Don't even look. Yes?
Exactly. Yeah. 100%.
Yes. So it's simple. It's always simple if it's true.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So that's the first thing.
Okay. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. The second part is, since you did not communicate bad things, so what happened? You used to be good. Let me see. Where's the camera? Yes. You used to be good. Me and you are good. Yes. Now, when I do something bad and I didn't communicate it, I feel wrong in comparison to you.
Yeah.
Because wrong and right is in comparison to someone else. Yes. So I feel wrong. I don't want to be wrong, because how wrong can I get dead wrong? So I have to stop this deterioration. Yes. So what I do, I start to find faults with you. And when I find enough faults with you, I at some point feel that I'm right. Yes. Now, because you are wrong, so wrong, and I'm so right, but I know that you are wrong, not truly wrong, but I made you wrong. Yes.
Yeah.
So I feel that I've done something bad against you. Because I feel that I've done something bad against you, again, I cannot trust myself. Because I cannot trust myself, I have to disconnect from you.
Right.
Because I don't trust that I will not continue to hurt you. So I have to disconnect from you, so I cannot sell you.
Yeah.
So the second handling for income is just do an exercise, and for a whole week, any person you see, beggar, presidents, people that you are for, people that you're against, just find all the good things about them. Don't lie about it. Find, discover, like Columbus discovered America. You need to discover things you didn't know, good things about them. You need to discover. You actually need to go into a search and find those amazing things about them, and they're there. And once you find enough good things about them, it will remove this thing from you that says that they are so bad, and so you have an excuse to go away from them, and you will start to get closer to them. And just by being in communication, something amazing happens. You establish a communication line, you establish a line, you establish like a bridge between you and that person, and money flow on that bridge. Income flow on that bridge. The reason money don't arrive to you is not, it's trying to arrive to you, but there's a break. The bridge is broken. If you rebuild that bridge, if you build the connection by finding what's right about people, money just fly to you. It's waiting there. It's waiting to come to you. You will notice that if you take these stupid people that you consider that stupid, that are always, they're the fool. They always communicate. They're always kind of almost, they're not really aware of themselves. And they communicate and they become rich. They somehow become successful. And you look at them and say, how is this guy that at school used to be like a shoe, and he become now so successful and powerful? But I know he's stupid, because he may be stupid or not, but he stayed in communication.
Yeah.
He stayed in communication. So the bridge is there. So the money is flowing on the bridge. You need to rebuild that bridge, and you do that by finding what's right about people.
Amazing. It's interesting because, you see the people that they don't have that emotional intelligence, that touch of tact, and they just go and there's no tact when they communicate. They're rough about it, but they go and they just talk to people, and it's not quite right, but they do it more than the person who's trying to be perfect about it. So at least they're not sitting on the couch. So they go and they communicate, even if it's rough, even if they come off bad, but again and again, and eventually they get in the right place somehow, and they're like, well, how did I end up here?
That's a communication. You go, you take a person that looks amazing, and he goes to a party, and he sits in the couch and he's not communicating. Girls will not see him. You take this guy that does not look as good, but he communicates with everyone. And all of a sudden, this gorgeous lady fall in love with him.
Yeah.
Why? He built the bridge.
Yes, totally.
Income flow on communication lines. And when the communication line is cut only by you, and you're the only one that can fix it. And which is good because you don't need the other person to fix it. Communication is a one-way thing. Most people think that the communication requires two people. No, communication is a one-way thing. I send a message. That's communication. I've sent a message, you duplicate it, fine. But it's one way. You, at that time, acknowledge it. You receive it, but you are not communicating. When you communicate, it's on a totally different bridge. It's not the same bridge. If it was on the same bridge, the two cars will hit each other. This is my bridge, it's from me to you. This is one pipe, and there's another pipe that comes to me. You'll see that there's no communication line in the universe that operate on one direction. I mean, on just one direction that talk to both ways. Yes? If you have a pipe, there's water that going this way. If you want water coming back, you need a different pipe, or you need to stop communicating and use the pipe in a different way. Yes?
Right.
Then the communication is not continuous. Okay?
Yes, 100%. Got you. That's fascinating. So first of all, just that alone is already a huge tool, two tools for people for their income. Number one, writing down their open cycles with them. And number two, just communicating more and seeing the magic of the income that comes.
It just flow toward you. It's like the bridge between you and income has been cut because you're really good and you thought that you're going to cause damage, so you disconnected because you did cause damage. You made the other person wrong. So you disconnected. And all you have to do is to start finding what's right about him, and you recover the bridge. And you can build a bridge with 1 lane or 50 lanes. The more lanes you build, the more communication line you recover, the more lane you bridge, the more money come. And then you can put on those bridges not just cars, you can put trucks and trains and freight trains full with money.
I love that. That's amazing. That is super amazing. Great. Okay. So that for me is no further questioning.
Good. Yes, it's good. It works, but you need to use it. You need to try it. And if you use it, you'll see it always work. Let me just say, let's say just hi to people. So we've got Carmela, just say, wow. And we've got hi Arjunia. How are you? Yes,
hey.
Amazing Gal Ezra. Yes, I agree. Powerful. Carmen, wow. And Carmela, fascinating. And another one from Carmela, amazing. Love this. Excellent. That's beautiful.
Rita said thank you for sharing also, which is awesome.
Good.
Chinmai said hi. Lisa. Yes, it does work if you use it. Totally.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
It's
very good.
Margot. Hi. Anita.
Hi.
Avery. Wow, there's many people. Great to see you guys all on the comments. And I think it's very powerful. I like also what you said when we were speaking earlier today. And you mentioned that, when you learn a new skill or a new tool, at first you use it. You don't know exactly how it works or why it works. You just use it. Like, if you're learning to dance, or if I do martial arts, I do the move and the guy falls when I do it. I don't know exactly why. I just do it and it works. Later on, you figure out how and why. But the first thing is use the tool. Use it. Then figure out how and why. But some people won't even use it when it's incorrect because they try to first figure out how and why. But this is
incorrect sequence.
Just use it, for the people listening, just use it and then figure out why then figure out the magic.
Yeah. And the magic just happened.
Mm-hmm.
You all of a sudden realize that
Right. It's fascinating. Yeah, that is fascinating. Great. So let's talk about, just before we go, the next project that we've released, which is the Income Booster.
Yeah.
And I liked what I actually made a video about it after we spoke about it. The points of what most salespeople run into and what actually stops their income, which is this: they get to a point when they're about to close, and in order to get it over the line, they promise to over deliver.
Yeah.
They basically promise more than they can deliver because they hope that it will get the sale over the line. And so
Yeah.
they speak too much about what they can do, and then all of a sudden they're in a problem.
Yeah. They don't charge enough to what they promise, and then they stop the delivery. And the problem with that is if I promise you a lot and I cannot deliver, what I created here between us is debt. I owe you.
Yeah.
Because I cannot deliver.
Yeah.
I have a debt to you. Yes?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
no one likes debt.
True.
Yes? No one likes to owe the bank money, or anyone, or the IRS, or anyone. Yes? People don't like that. When you create debt, what you will do, you will stop your sales, because sales brought you into debt. So you will not create sales, and you don't know how to sell without promising. So you will stop the debt by stopping the sales, not knowing that the problem is not sales. The problem is you don't know how to close.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really fascinating. Imagine that you have, every time that you sold and you promise more than you can deliver, you actually have one of these open cycles that you know it's not okay. You know you're not going to deliver. You know you need to hide. You know you're going to argue with the customer. You know he will not be happy.
Right.
And you created that you will carry with you forever. And so you will think, well, I'm a bad salesman. The customer is not good. The supplier is stupid. Whatever. You come up with the reasons, but it doesn't solve the problem, which means it's not the source of the problem. The problem is when you don't know how to sell, you create debt. And so the value of the sale is not correct. And so you cannot deliver. So you create further debt against your company now. And really the result of no sales is that if you know how to sell, if you know how to close, you can get yourself out of any situation.
Right.
If you know how to close, if you know how to close a girl, if you know how to close a deal, if you know how to close, but then people say, but yes, but you then sell ice to the Eskimos. That's not closing, that's cheating. Right. Closing means that you will agree to pay me for something that I can deliver that you actually need.
Yes. And many people don't get that. They don't get that about sales. That's why sales get such a bad name, because people think, no, you can sell ice to an Eskimo. You're such a professional. You can close anything, but you're not.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Right.
If you know how to sell, if you actually, you can, the synonym of the word sell is if you know how to help.
Right.
If you don't sell people, you don't help them. Because if you sell people, what does it mean to sell? To give you something that you need. If you need it, I'm helping you.
Yeah, totally.
If you need it, I'm helping you. So, and if I'm not helping you, I'm not selling you, because actually sell, or a salesperson is a person that helps the prospect to help himself with my product or service. So you can, when I talk to salespeople, to my salespeople, I will never tell them go and sell more. I'm going to tell them go and help more.
Yes. Yes.
They have this thing that they called ABC, always be closing, yes? Right. I said that nonsense. I said that what you actually need to be is, yes, ABC, but always be caring. Because if you care about the other person, you actually can help him. And so, of course, you get paid. Help do not mean to give without help, to give without return. To give without return is criminality.
Yeah.
That's not help. This is what Russia done and went bankrupt. They just gave to whoever need. Yes? That's not help. That's making people useless.
Totally
making
agree.
them depend on you giving them on handout, that's
Exactly.
not help. That's actually distraction.
Yes, totally. And so I want to basically, first of all, put the link up here on the screen of where we're going to cover this. What's interesting is the income booster is really just like a shorter booster course, 3 parts. And I remember when we spoke about covering this answer of how to do that in the course, I was like, I don't know how we're going to, I mean, how do we cover this such a big, powerful subject in such a short time? And you're like, don't worry, we're gonna get there and very quickly. Like it's a quick, like laser key fix, and everything changes.
Yeah,
So
it's the diamonds. It's the diamond that you need. It will not put you to close 100% of the deal, but 80% of the deals. And if you can close 80% of the deals, it's okay. It's fine.
yeah,
Because the main thing that it will help you is not to change what do work. When you don't know why something didn't work, what happened, you change even those things that used to work because you don't know what worked. So
yeah,
anyone tells you something and you change, okay, maybe it's that, maybe you just shotgun approach. Yes, you just say
yeah,
maybe it's this, maybe it's that. It doesn't work.
yeah,
It will
right.
get you off this major danger of changing what worked, and it will give you the basic principles that you will be able to say, is it aligning to that principle or not? If it aligned to that principle, it's 99% correct.
Right.
So it will really remove the basic doubt about how to sell.
Fascinating. And that's so that Arjuna asked, and I have two answers for him off the top of my head, and then of course you give us yours. But he said, how do I keep my sales team motivated? They're so slow with follow-ups, and I try to validate them, but even I find it tough. So my two answers, first of all, I think you should get them all on the income booster. And the second one, I would say, is reinvigorate how you guys are helping.
Yeah.
But what would you add to that?
They have many open cycles.
Mm.
There are many open cycles. Day one, when they come to the company, they were not like that. They accumulated a lot of open cycles over the months or years that they work for you, and you don't know about those cycles probably, and so they're sitting on a hold. It's like anything that they will touch, there's so many open cycles in their mind that they cannot direct their attention to anywhere because all the attention is stuck in the past. So they're a little bit insane.
Yes,
Attention
that
stuck
makes
in
a
the
lot of
past.
sense. Totally. That makes a
So
lot of sense.
do what I gave you, the close cycles of action, and find good things about people, and you will see that they will improve. If you teach them that, get them to watch this webinar or this interview, and get them to apply it, and you will see they will improve. 100%.
Yeah, I can totally see that. That's amazing. And then we have Ava Panic said hi, hello, and Anita Goosebumps, and Jose said amazing data, thanks, you're very welcome. And Anita said you always deliver 100%. So yes, so thank you guys. And with the income booster, it's normally, so it's a 3-part webinar series, 2 hours each. And we're normally going for a $576, I think, which is actually not bad at all for 3 parts. But then we made it this week $278. So that's even already better just for this week for anyone that's an early joiner. But for anyone on the live today only, that's on the live, yes, the price has gone up since last week, but we still want to have a special for the people on the live. If they go to Income Booster and they get the course, you use a code LIVE, L-I-V-E, and you'll get an even more amazing discount.
What is the discount? Go and find out.
Go and find out.
Oh wow, I love it, Gali.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to register just to find out.
Exactly.
Just to find out. This is really it's amazing. Well done.
Yes. I set it up so that everyone on the live that's stuck with us all the way till now can get something special, because I think every time we've done an interview, we've tried to give something special.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
So
all right.
That's it until next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, same time, same place.
Same place, different subject, which of course I don't know what it is. Again,
I know. I have a couple of ideas already that
Yeah.
will be awesome. I mean, every subject we end up going into, I think we're going to talk about income, and we do, but it's even more. So I'm excited already for next week.
Mwah. I love you, Gali.
Mwah. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you.
I
Thank
love
you.
you, Baba. And thank you,
Mwah.
everyone, for joining. And I
Yes.
will see the Seven Figures group very soon with the most powerful data I ever wrote. Today I wrote the Seven Figures webinar, and by the time that I was like towards the end, I wrote to Gali and I said, "Wow, mommy, this is the most powerful thing I ever wrote." And I wrote a lot of material.
Yeah.
I mean, thousands of hours of
Huge
material.
statement. Huge
Yes, it's a
statement.
huge statement. It's a huge statement. But
It's
this
going to
is
be
the most
amazing.
powerful thing ever, ever, ever. Okay.
Wow.
So
Wow. Wow.
we'll
Wow.
see you soon.
It is.
Mwah.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.